Africa isn't just a place on the map, it is an entire world breathing in sunlight and ancient memory. A continent where deserts move like oceans, mountains rise from fire, rainforests echo with life older than humanity. And where every sunrise feels like the beginning of the world itself. But beyond the pyramids, beyond the great migrations, beyond the landscapes everyone talks about, there is another Africa, a hidden Africa. A continent of 54 nations, thousands of cultures, and millions of stories waiting to be discovered. So the question is, what makes Africa not just beautiful, but unforgettable? Welcome to Africa. A continent so vast and diverse that it defies every expectation. From the windswept dunes of the Sahara to the emerald rainforests of Central Africa, from ancient Nile civilizations to modern cities rising with energy and innovation, Africa is a living mosaic of nature, culture, and history. Here, timeless traditions meet fast-growing urban skylines. Wildlife roams across landscapes that feel untouched by time. And every region, every country, every community holds a piece of a story that stretches back to the origins of humankind. In this documentary, we'll travel across Africa's most extraordinary places. Spectacular deserts, volcanic highlands, tropical islands, mountain kingdoms, and cities where ancient rhythm blends with modern life. And before we begin this journey across an entire continent, here's something for you to think about. Which African wonder fascinates you the most? Answer in the comments. Before we begin our journey, consider subscribing. Your support is completely free, but it helps us continue creating powerful documentaries like this one. Serengeti, Tanzania. The Serengeti greets you with a landscape that feels endless, open, and alive. Golden grasslands stretch toward a distant horizon, shaped by wind, rain, and time. This vast ecosystem covers over 30,000 square kilometers, 11,583 square miles across northern Tanzania. It is one of the few places on Earth where wildlife still moves in ancient rhythms. Each year, more than 1.5 million wildebeest, joined by zebras and gazelles, begin their long migration. They follow fresh pasture, crossing rivers and plains in a cycle that has repeated for thousands of years. Lions rest under acacia trees, scanning the grass for movement. Cheetahs accelerate across open ground, reaching speeds unmatched by any other land animal. Elephants gather near seasonal water sources, their slow steps echoing across the savanna. The Serengeti also protects diverse habitats. Woodlands shelter giraffes and buffalo. Rocky kopjes provide lookout points for predators. Seasonal marshes support hundreds of wetland birds. Over 500 bird species make this a remarkable destination for birdwatchers. The skies fill with eagles, storks, and colorful bee-eaters. Sunrise casts long shadows over the plains. Sunset paints the sky in deep oranges and red dust. Visiting the Serengeti feels like stepping into a world where nature still defines every moment. Its scale, silence, and wildlife create an experience that stays with you long after you leave. Victoria Falls, Zambia. Victoria Falls appears suddenly, as if the earth opens to release water into a vast abyss. The Zambezi River flows quietly for hundreds of kilometers before reaching this dramatic edge. Here, a curtain of water drops 108 meters, 354 feet, into a narrow gorge. Its width stretches to 1,708 meters, 5,604 feet, creating one of the most powerful waterfalls on the planet. During peak flow, nearly 500 million liters crash down every minute. The impact sends mist rising 400 meters, 1,312 feet, into the air, forming a cloud visible from far across the plains. Locals call it the smoke that thunders. The sound vibrates through the ground, carrying the energy of a natural force that feels ancient and alive. Both Zambia and Zimbabwe offer different perspectives. From Zambia, pathways bring you close to the spray. From Zimbabwe, wide viewpoints reveal the full sweep of the falls. Rainforest clings to the cliffs, nourished by constant moisture. Colorful birds hide among the leaves, and small antelopes move through shaded paths. Adventure travelers find thrill above and below the gorge. Helicopter flights trace the river's curves. Bungee jumping and whitewater rafting reveal the scale of the canyon carved by the Zambezi. At sunrise, rainbows appear through the mist. At sunset, the sky glows behind the falling water. Victoria Falls is not only a waterfall, it is a meeting of power, beauty, and timeless geology. Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. The pyramids of Giza rise from the desert with a presence that feels both timeless and precise. Three monumental structures stand on the Giza plateau, built with engineering skill that still challenges modern understanding. The Great Pyramid of Khufu reaches 146 meters, 480 feet, in its original height. Its base spans 230 meters, 755 feet per side, aligned with remarkable accuracy to the cardinal directions. Over 2.3 million limestone blocks were placed here, some weighing more than 15 tons. Khafra's pyramid stands slightly smaller, yet sits on higher ground, creating a commanding silhouette. Menkaur's pyramid completes the triad, forming a layout studied for its geometry and architectural order. Walking toward these massive structures, the scale becomes almost overwhelming. Each block shows the labor and planning of a civilization focused on durability and legacy. Inside the Great Pyramid, narrow passages lead to chambers carved deep within the stone. The temperature remains constant, and the silence feels ancient, untouched by time. Nearby, the Great Sphinx faces the rising sun. Carved from a single limestone ridge, it stands 73 meters, 240 feet, long and 20 meters, 66 feet, high. Its weathered features add another layer of mystery to the landscape. As daylight shifts across the plateau, shadows reveal the precise angles and clean lines of each structure. The pyramids of Giza remain one of humanity's most extraordinary achievements, a meeting of mathematics, endurance, and monumental vision. Seychelles Islands. The Seychelles Islands appear like scattered jewels in the Indian Ocean. 115 islands form this remote archipelago, each shaped by granite, coral, and warm tropical winds. White sand beaches curve along turquoise water. Granite boulders rise from the shore like sculptures shaped over millions of years. Palm trees lean toward calm lagoons, creating scenes that feel almost unreal. On La Digue, Anse Source d'Argent is often cited as one of the world's most beautiful beaches. Shallow waves glide over smooth reefs, and sunlight reflects through clear water. The islands protect rare species found nowhere else. Giant Aldabra tortoises move slowly across open plains. The Seychelles black parrot hides within dense forests. The Coco de Mer palm produces the world's largest seed, a symbol of the island's unique ecology. Underwater, coral reefs form another world. Divers swim beside manta rays, whale sharks, and colorful reef fish. The clarity of the water reveals coral formations in shades of blue, gold, and violet. Mahé blends natural scenery with island culture. Its markets, coastal roads, and small villages show daily life shaped by sea and forest. Praslin and La Digue offer quieter landscapes. Hiking trails cross jungles filled with tropical birds, while remote beaches remain untouched and serene. With warm weather year-round, the Seychelles deliver a pure island experience, peaceful, vibrant, and deeply connected to nature. Chefchaouen, Morocco. Chefchaouen sits quietly in the Rif Mountains, wrapped in shades of blue that seem to glow in natural light. Every wall, staircase, and narrow alley carries a different tone: soft sky blue, deep indigo, or bright turquoise. Founded in 1471, the town developed a distinct architectural identity over centuries. Its layout forms a maze of steep pathways, terraces, and hidden corners shaped by mountain terrain. Morning sunlight creates shifting patterns across painted walls. Shops open slowly, revealing handcrafted textiles, woven rugs, and traditional pottery. Local artisans work with natural dyes and simple tools, preserving long-standing skills. Mint tea drifts from small cafes tucked into quiet squares. Visitors often pause here to watch daily life unfold at an unhurried pace. Above the town, the Rif Mountains frame every view. Hiking trails lead to lookout points where blue rooftops form a striking contrast against rugged cliffs. The surrounding landscape supports olive groves, cedar forests, and small farms. This blend of nature and architecture gives Chefchaouen a peaceful rhythm rarely found in busier cities. At sunset, the town deepens into darker shades of blue. Lights appear along the streets, creating a gentle glow that softens each pathway. Chefchaouen offers a simple yet unforgettable experience, a mountain town defined by color, calm, and centuries of cultural continuity. Sahara. The Sahara stretches across northern Africa like an endless ocean of sand and stone. Covering 9 million square kilometers, 3.4 million square miles, it is the world's largest hot desert. Golden dunes rise and fall like waves, some reaching 180 meters, 590 feet in height. Wind shapes these dunes daily, creating patterns that shift with every gust. Temperatures can swing from near freezing at night to 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit, during the day. In this environment, survival depends on adaptation. Desert wildlife demonstrates this perfectly. Fennec foxes move at night to avoid heat. Addax antelopes store water efficiently. Reptiles hide beneath the sand to escape the sun. Beneath the surface, ancient clues remain. Fossils and rock art show a time when the Sahara held lakes, rivers, and grasslands. Elephants and giraffes once roamed where dunes now stand. Nomadic communities navigate the desert using knowledge passed down through generations. Caravans cross long distances, guided by stars and subtle signs in the terrain. At night, the Sahara becomes silent and clear. Millions of stars appear above dark dunes, creating some of the world's finest night skies. Sunrise reveals shifting colors, soft gold, pale pink, and deep orange. Sunset paints the desert in warm tones as shadows stretch across the sand. The Sahara is a place of vast scale, quiet beauty, and ancient geological memory, a landscape that feels both harsh and deeply compelling. Okavango Delta, Botswana. The Okavango Delta appears like a green oasis carved into the dry Kalahari. Each year, floodwaters travel from the Angolan highlands into Botswana, spreading across 15,000 square kilometers, 5,792 square miles of desert. Instead of reaching the sea, the river dissolves into channels, lagoons, and islands. This creates one of the world's largest inland deltas, a living system that expands and contracts with the seasons. From the water, the landscape looks calm and endless. Papyrus reeds sway above clear channels. Lily pads float beneath warm sunlight. Wildlife thrives in this seasonal flood. Elephants wade through shallow waters. Hippos settle in deep pools, their calls echoing through the reeds. Lions have adapted to hunt across islands, sometimes swimming between them. Over 400 bird species make the delta a paradise for birdwatchers. African fish eagles glide above the water. Colorful bee-eaters weave between branches. Travelers often explore the delta in a mokoro, a traditional canoe. These silent journeys bring you close to wildlife without disturbing the environment. Walking safaris on the islands offer another perspective. Tracks in the sand reveal elephants, antelopes, and the rare African wild dog. From May to September, the floods reach their peak. This is when the delta becomes a mosaic of water and land, rich with life and movement. The Okavango Delta remains one of Africa's purest wilderness areas, a place shaped by water, rhythm, and remarkable biodiversity. Danakil, Ethiopia. The Danakil Depression feels like a doorway into Earth's earliest landscapes. Sitting 125 meters, 410 feet below sea level, it is one of the lowest and hottest places on the planet. Daytime temperatures can reach 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Heat rises from volcanic ground, while minerals color the surface in vivid yellows, greens, and orange. Salt flats stretch across the horizon. These shining plains form geometric patterns shaped by evaporation and shifting winds. Active geothermal fields create bubbling pools and steam vents. At Dalol, mineral deposits build terraces and towers that look almost unreal. Nearby, Erta Ale volcano glows with one of the world's few permanent lava lakes. Its molten surface moves like a slow river of fire, reflecting the region's intense geological activity. Life still exists here. Specialized bacteria survive in acidic pools, offering clues about how organisms adapt to extreme environments. Scientists study these formations to understand early Earth and conditions that might exist on other worlds. Local communities extract salt from the desert floor. Camel caravans transport heavy blocks across long routes, continuing traditions shaped by centuries of trade. At sunset, the colors shift again. Shadows lengthen and steam clouds soften in fading light. The Danakil Depression is harsh, remote, and deeply compelling, a landscape defined by heat, minerals, and constant geological change. Marrakesh, Morocco. Marrakesh welcomes visitors with color, movement, and a rhythm shaped by centuries of culture. The city sits at the foothills of the high Atlas Mountains, creating a dramatic backdrop of peaks and shifting light. Narrow alleys weave through the historic Medina. Shops display handcrafted textiles, leather goods, metalwork, and pottery. Every turn reveals new patterns, colors, and scents from traditional markets. Jemaa El Fna Square forms the energetic heart of Marrakesh. During the day, stalls prepare fresh juices, local snacks, and traditional dishes. As evening arrives, the square fills with lights and the sound of street performers, creating a lively open-air atmosphere. The city's architecture blends detailed carvings, courtyards, gardens, and warm, earth-toned walls. Hidden riads offer quiet spaces behind ornate doors, each built around central gardens or small pools. The Majorelle Garden provides a peaceful contrast to the busy streets. Its vivid blue structures, tall cacti, and tropical plants create a calm space shaped by artistic design. Beyond the city, palm groves stretch toward the horizon. The Atlas Mountains rise sharply in the distance, offering hiking routes and viewpoints over valleys and villages. Marrakesh combines craftsmanship, history, and modern energy. It is a city where tradition and creativity meet, offering a rich sensory experience from morning until late night. Zanzibar, Tanzania. Zanzibar lies off the coast of Tanzania, surrounded by turquoise water and long stretches of white sand. This island group has been shaped by centuries of trade, culture, and ocean winds. Stone Town, the historic core, is known for its narrow alleys and coral stone architecture. Carved wooden doors, shaded courtyards, and small shops reflect generations of craftsmanship. Daily life moves through these winding streets at a slow, steady rhythm. Along the coast, beaches glow with soft light. The north offers calm water ideal for sunset views. The east reveals tidal pools that appear and disappear with the changing sea. Traditional dhow boats still sail these waters. Their triangular sails catch the afternoon breeze, creating silhouettes against the horizon. Beneath the surface, coral reefs form a vibrant marine world. Snorkelers and divers encounter colorful fish, sea turtles, and seasonal gatherings of larger species. Clear water reveals coral shapes in bright blues, reds, and gold tones. Markets around the island display spices grown in fertile inland farms. Cloves, cinnamon, and cardamom contribute to the island's identity and long history of coastal trade. Small fishing villages line the shores. Their wooden boats and daily routines reflect a lifestyle deeply connected to the sea. Zanzibar blends natural beauty, cultural heritage, and coastal calm, a destination shaped equally by history and ocean landscapes. Ngorongoro Crater, Tanzania. The Ngorongoro Crater feels like a natural amphitheater shaped by ancient geological forces. Formed when a massive volcano collapsed 3 million years ago, it is the world's largest intact caldera. The crater spans 260 square kilometers, 100 square miles, and its walls rise more than 600 meters, 1,968 feet, above the floor. These high walls create a protected ecosystem unlike anywhere else in East Africa. Descending into the crater feels like entering a separate world. Grasslands, forests, swamps, and a shallow lake form distinct habitats within a single enclosed basin. More than 25,000 large animals live here year-round. Zebras and wildebeest graze on open plains. Buffalo gather near water sources. Predators follow these herds closely, creating constant movement across the landscape. Lions in the crater form a unique population that rarely leaves the basin. Black rhinos appear at times, moving quietly through patches of tall grass. Lake Magadi adds color to the scene. Seasonal water attracts thousands of flamingos, turning the shoreline into shades of soft pink. From the crater rim, views stretch across the Serengeti plains and distant volcanic peaks. Clouds drift over the cliffs, bringing cool air to the highlands above. Ngorongoro combines scale, wildlife density, and geological history, a protected space where nature shows remarkable balance and continuity. Sossusvlei, Namibia. Sossusvlei lies in the heart of the Namib Desert, one of the world's oldest deserts. Wind has shaped its dunes for 55 million years, creating a landscape of ridges, curves, and changing color. Some dunes here rise more than 300 meters, 984 feet. Their deep red tones come from iron oxide, which intensifies at sunrise and sunset. As the light shifts, shadows carve sharp lines across the sand. The journey into Sossusvlei reveals dry riverbeds, open plains, and isolated camelthorn trees. Each element shows how life adapts to extreme dryness. At the center lies Dead Vlei, a white clay pan surrounded by towering dunes. Here, preserved camelthorn trees stand as dark silhouettes. They died centuries ago when the river changed course and the desert's dry air prevented decay. Climbing Big Daddy, one of the tallest dunes, offers sweeping views across endless sand fields. From the top, valleys and ridges stretch toward distant mountains. Despite harsh conditions, wildlife survives. Oryx, springbok and ostriches move quietly across the desert, conserving energy in the heat. Occasional fog from the Atlantic brings moisture that sustains insects and small plants. At night, Sossusvlei becomes silent and clear. Stars fill the sky with remarkable brightness, far from any modern lights. Sossusvlei remains one of Africa's most photogenic landscapes, a place defined by ancient sand, powerful light, and complete desert stillness. Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town sits between the Atlantic Ocean and a dramatic line of mountains, creating one of the most striking urban landscapes in Africa. The city's most recognizable landmark, Table Mountain, rises with a flat summit that shapes the skyline from every angle. From the mountain's top, wide views stretch across the city, bays, and distant peaks. Clouds often form a soft tablecloth over the plateau, adding to its atmospheric appeal. Below, Cape Town moves at a steady coastal rhythm. Waterfront neighborhoods line the harbor with cafes, markets, and walking paths. Colorful boats fill the marinas, and ocean winds give the air a fresh, cool energy. Along the Atlantic seaboard, beaches curve beneath steep cliffs. Each offers a different character: quiet coves, wide sandy stretches, and vibrant local spots. The water remains cool year-round, reflecting the ocean currents that shape this coastline. Nearby, the Cape Peninsula reveals rugged cliffs and rolling hills. Wildflowers appear in spring, adding color to the landscape. Baboons, antelope, and seabirds move through these protected areas. Cape Town's neighborhoods show cultural diversity through architecture, food, and daily life. Street markets display local crafts. Modern districts highlight creative design and a growing urban lifestyle. As evening approaches, the sun sets behind the ocean. Light turns orange, then red, casting long reflections across the city. Cape Town blends mountain scenery, ocean landscapes, and contemporary energy, a coastal destination rich in contrast and character. Great Sphinx of Giza, Egypt. The Great Sphinx of Giza rests on the edge of the desert, facing the rising sun with a calm, timeless gaze. Its massive limestone body, carved from a single ridge, blends the strength of a lion with the dignity of a human face. Scholars date its construction to the Old Kingdom era, though exact dates vary among sources. It stands near the Pyramid Complex, forming one of the most iconic archaeological landscapes in the world. The Sphinx is 73 meters long and 20 meters high, 240 feet by 66 feet. Wind, sand, and time have shaped its features, yet its presence remains powerful. Visitors walk along paths that reveal changing angles of the monument. From each view, the structure shows new details, eroded layers, restored sections, and the curves shaped by ancient craftsmen. The surrounding plateau provides historical context. Stones from nearby quarries, burial complexes, and ceremonial routes create a broader picture of early Egyptian engineering. Local guides share interpretations of the Sphinx's purpose. Most agree it served as a guardian figure for the Giza necropolis, though theories differ on its original role. As sunlight shifts, its shadow draws long lines across the desert floor. The contrast between urban Cairo and this ancient monument deepens the sense of time. Standing before the Great Sphinx offers a rare connection to an early civilization whose achievements continue to inspire human curiosity. Kruger National Park, South Africa. Kruger National Park stretches across the northeastern edge of South Africa, offering one of the most immersive wildlife experiences in the continent. Its vast landscapes cover savannas, woodlands, and river systems that support exceptional biodiversity. Established in 1898, it remains one of Africa's oldest and best-managed protected areas. The park spans nearly 20,000 square kilometers, 7,700 square miles, making it one of the largest national parks in the world. Visitors come here to see the Big Five: lions, elephants, leopards, buffalo, and rhinos in their natural habitat. These animals move freely across open plains and dense bush, creating unforgettable encounters for travelers. Bird life is equally impressive. More than 500 species inhabit the park, thriving near rivers, wetlands, and acacia forests. The Sabi and Oliphants rivers cut through the landscape, providing vital water sources during the dry months. Scenes of animals gathering at these rivers are among the most dramatic sights in Kruger. The park's infrastructure allows for accessible exploration. Game drives, guided walks, and rest camps give visitors safe and structured ways to experience the wilderness. Despite modern facilities, Kruger maintains a strong sense of raw nature. Each sunrise reveals shifting colors on the landscape, and each sunset carries the distant calls of wildlife. Visitors leave with a deep appreciation for conservation and the fragile ecosystems that make Kruger extraordinary. Madagascar. Madagascar sits off the southeastern coast of Africa, separated by the Mozambique Channel and shaped by millions of years of isolation. This isolation created one of the most unique ecosystems on Earth, with species found nowhere else. The island's landscapes shift from dense rainforests to dry baobab plains and rugged highlands. Each region carries its own climate, vegetation, and wildlife patterns. Madagascar is home to more than 100 species of lemurs, many classified as rare. Their distinct calls and movements create a sense of untouched wilderness. In the west, the Avenue of the Baobabs offers one of the most photographed scenes in Africa. Giant trees rise from the red earth, forming a natural corridor that glows at sunset. The eastern rainforests reveal deep ravines, cascading waterfalls, and plant species adapted to humid mountain slopes. These forests support colorful chameleons, endemic birds, and orchids. Along the coastline, turquoise waters meet white sands and coral reefs. Divers find vibrant marine life, while calm lagoons offer clear visibility year-round. Madagascar's rural villages reflect a lifestyle shaped by agriculture, fishing, and close ties to the land. Local markets showcase fresh produce, handcrafted goods, and regional cuisines influenced by African and Asian traditions. For travelers, Madagascar offers a blend of biodiversity, dramatic scenery, and peaceful environments. Every region reveals a different expression of the island's natural identity. Drakensberg Mountains, South Africa. The Drakensberg Mountains rise along South Africa's eastern border, forming one of the most dramatic mountain ranges in the continent. Their rugged basalt cliffs, rolling valleys, and mist-covered peaks create a landscape that feels vast and untouched. The range stretches for more than 1,000 kilometers, 620 miles, with elevations reaching 3,482 meters, 11,423 feet at the highest point. These heights offer cool air, sweeping views, and opportunities for long-distance trekking. Visitors encounter deep gorges, crystal-clear streams, and grassy plateaus shaped by centuries of erosion. Rock formations reveal layers of ancient volcanic activity, adding striking textures to the terrain. The region is also known for its sandrock art. These paintings, found in sheltered caves, reflect the spiritual and cultural traditions of early inhabitants, though specific interpretations vary among experts. Wildlife thrives in the Drakensberg. Eland, mountain reedbuck, and a wide range of bird species occupy the slopes and valleys. The bearded vulture, often sighted in the high peaks, is a highlight for bird enthusiasts. Hiking routes range from gentle valley trails to demanding summit climbs. Waterfalls such as Tugela Falls, one of the tallest in the world, offer spectacular viewpoints during seasonal flow. The Drakensberg combines natural beauty with cultural depth. Its open spaces, clear horizons, and powerful geological structures leave travelers with a lasting sense of South Africa's wilderness. Luxor Temple, Egypt. Luxor Temple stands along the east bank of the Nile, illuminated by warm golden light as evening settles over the city. Its massive columns and carved sandstone walls reveal the precision and artistry of ancient Egyptian builders. Constructed during the New Kingdom era, the temple was expanded by several pharaohs over centuries. Names such as Amenhotep III, Tutankhamun, and Ramses II appear in its inscriptions. The entrance is marked by towering statues and an impressive pylon that once formed part of a royal ceremonial route. This route connected Luxor Temple to the Karnak complex, creating one of the most important processional avenues of ancient Egypt. Inside the courtyard, the scale of the architecture becomes clear. Columns rise in symmetrical rows, each decorated with scenes that record rituals, celebrations, and royal achievements. The hypostyle hall displays fine carvings preserved through millennia. Soft shadows highlight details of lotus capitals, hieroglyphics, and reliefs depicting pharaohs in formal poses. Luxor Temple sits close to the modern city. The contrast between daily life and an ancient monument enhances the sense of continuity along the Nile. Visitors often explore the site at sunset when changing light creates dramatic contrasts on the stone surfaces. The temple's atmosphere feels both grand and intimate, allowing travelers to reflect on the engineering skill and cultural depth of early Egyptian civilization. Masai Mara, Kenya. The Masai Mara spreads across southwestern Kenya, forming one of Africa's most celebrated wildlife reserves. Its open grasslands, acacia trees, and wide horizons create a landscape that feels endless. The reserve is named after the Maasai people, whose cultural traditions remain closely tied to the land. Their presence adds a human dimension to the region's natural richness. Wildlife density here is exceptional. Large herds of elephants, buffalo, and antelopes move across the plains throughout the year. Predators such as lions, leopards, and cheetahs are frequently seen during early morning and late afternoon drives. The Great Migration is the event most associated with the Masai Mara. From July to October, over 1 million wildebeest and zebras cross from Tanzania's Serengeti into Kenya. Their river crossings, shaped by seasonal rains, create some of the most dramatic wildlife scenes on Earth. Rivers such as the Mara and Talek support this ecosystem. Hippos rest in shaded pools, while crocodiles patrol the slow-moving waters. The landscape also attracts birdlife. More than 450 species have been recorded, including raptors, storks, and colorful bee-eaters. Safari experiences range from guided drives to hot air balloon flights that reveal the reserve's scale at sunrise. Soft morning light across the plains creates unforgettable views. Masai Mara offers a powerful connection to East Africa's wildlife heritage. It remains a defining destination for travelers seeking close encounters with nature. Mauritius. Mauritius lies in the Indian Ocean east of Madagascar, known for its calm lagoons, volcanic peaks, and vibrant coastal landscapes. Its shoreline stretches around the island, forming clear turquoise waters protected by coral reefs. The island's interior reveals a different character. Rising plateaus, volcanic craters, and lush valleys create diverse microclimates and scenic viewpoints. Forests in the Central Highlands support unique plant species adapted to humid, elevated terrain. Mauritius is home to rare wildlife, including endemic birds that survive in protected reserves. Conservation efforts have helped restore several species once near extinction. Along the coast, beaches such as Belle Mer and Flic-en-Flac attract travelers with soft sand and shallow lagoons. Coral reefs provide excellent visibility for snorkeling and diving, revealing colorful fish and dramatic reef structures. Waterfalls like Chamarel add depth to the island's natural appeal. Nearby, the famous seven-colored earths display mineral-rich sands that form naturally layered patterns. Mauritian culture reflects a blend of African, Indian, Chinese, and European influences. This diversity appears in festivals, music, and daily life. Local cuisine mixes spices, fresh seafood, and regional ingredients shaped by centuries of migration. Urban areas such as Port Louis provide lively markets and waterfront spaces. Visitors experience a contrast between modern city life and serene coastal villages. Mauritius combines volcanic beauty, clear waters, and cultural complexity. Its landscapes offer peaceful exploration and gentle tropical charm. Lake Nakuru, Kenya. Lake Nakuru lies in Kenya's Great Rift Valley, surrounded by wooded hills, open grasslands, and volcanic ridges. Its alkaline waters create a unique ecosystem that supports rich birdlife and diverse wildlife. The lake is part of Lake Nakuru National Park, a protected area known for its calm scenery and accessible viewing points. Seasonal water levels shape the shoreline, forming shallow zones favored by many species. Flamingos are the lake's most famous inhabitants. At certain times of the year, large gatherings create a striking pink band along the water's edge. These flocks shift with changing food availability, offering different perspectives throughout the seasons. The park also shelters white and black rhinos in designated conservation zones. Their presence highlights Kenya's long-term commitment to protecting endangered species. Buffalo, giraffes, zebras, and baboons move along the surrounding plains and forested areas. Leopards are occasionally seen near rocky outcrops and dense woodland. Birdlife extends far beyond flamingos. Pelicans, herons, eagles, and storks rely on the lake's fish and shallow wetlands for feeding. Viewing areas around Baboon Cliff and Lion Hill provide sweeping panoramas of the entire landscape. Morning light reveals soft reflections on the water, while late afternoon brings warm tones across the valley. Lake Nakuru offers a peaceful blend of wildlife, geology, and open space. Its scenery leaves visitors with a quiet appreciation for Kenya's natural diversity. Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. Mount Kilimanjaro rises alone from the plains of northern Tanzania, a towering volcano crowned with ice. Standing at 5,895 meters, it is the highest point in Africa, visible from miles across the savanna. Unlike many great peaks, Kilimanjaro is not part of a mountain range. It formed from ancient volcanic forces that pushed upwards from the Earth's crust, creating three main cones: Kibo, Mawenzi, and Shira. The summit, Uhuru Peak, sits atop Kibo's crater rim and attracts adventurers from around the world. Its slopes host a remarkable sequence of ecological zones. Cultivated farmlands at the base transition into lush rainforests, where waterfalls and rare monkeys move through the dense canopy. Higher up, the landscape shifts into moorlands filled with giant groundsels and lobelias, plants adapted to dramatic temperature swings. Above 4,000 meters, the scenery becomes stark and silent. Here, the alpine desert stretches toward the summit, offering wide views of the clouds below. At the top, glaciers once gleamed in the sun, but warming temperatures have caused them to recede significantly. Scientists estimate that these iconic ice fields may disappear within a few decades. For local communities, Kilimanjaro is more than a mountain. It is a symbol of endurance, identity, and natural heritage. Its profile against the horizon remains one of Africa's most powerful sights. Lake Malawi, Malawi. Stretching for nearly 580 kilometers across the heart of East Africa, Lake Malawi appears more like an inland sea than a freshwater lake. Its waters are astonishingly clear, revealing a vibrant underwater world that has fascinated explorers, scientists, and travelers for generations. Lake Malawi is home to one of the greatest concentrations of freshwater biodiversity on the planet. Over 1,000 fish species, most of them found nowhere else, have evolved here in complete isolation. The brightly colored cichlids, shimmering in blues, yellows and reds, turn the rocky shorelines into living reefs, making the lake a paradise for divers and snorkelers. Along its sandy beaches, small fishing villages maintain traditions passed down for centuries. Fishermen paddle wooden canoes at sunrise, casting nets in the calm morning waters, while children play along the shoreline as waves ripple gently onto the sand. These communities rely on the lake for food, livelihood, and cultural identity. Beyond the beaches, the surrounding landscape shifts into rolling hills and forested valleys where wildlife gathers to drink from the lake's life-giving waters. Leopards, antelopes, and dozens of bird species depend on its consistent freshwater supply. Peaceful, pristine, and full of life, Lake Malawi is one of Africa's hidden gems, a place where the continent's natural beauty unfolds both above and below the surface. Simien Mountains, Ethiopia. In northern Ethiopia, the Simien Mountains rise like a colossal fortress carved by time. Sheer cliffs, deep canyons, and jagged peaks create one of Africa's most dramatic landscapes, a place where the earth seems to break open toward the sky. This ancient mountain range, shaped over 40 million years by erosion and uplift, is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for both its scenery and its rare wildlife. At the heart of the range stands Ras Dashen, Ethiopia's highest peak at 4,550 meters. From its slopes, clouds rise every morning, filling the valleys with white mist that moves like a slow tide across the landscape. The air grows thinner, the temperature drops, and the world becomes quieter with every step upward. The Simien Mountains are the only place on Earth where Gelada baboons live in large social groups. These striking primates, with their lion-like manes and red chest patches, graze on the high plateaus in herds of up to 800. Nearby, the rare Walia ibex and Ethiopian wolf survive in isolated pockets, further highlighting the region's unique ecological significance. Villages cling to the cliffs, where communities have farmed terraced fields for generations. Here, tradition and nature coexist in a delicate balance. Majestic, raw, and otherworldly, the Simien Mountains offer a glimpse into an Africa sculpted by both time and resilience. Tsavo Park, Kenya. In southeastern Kenya, Tsavo stretches across a vast wilderness the size of Belgium, a land defined by red earth, volcanic rock, and ancient stories etched into the savanna. Divided into Tsavo East and Tsavo West by a historic railway line, this immense park is one of Africa's oldest and most untamed wildlife sanctuaries. Tsavo is famous for its red elephants, whose skin takes on a deep russet hue after rolling in the park's iron-rich dust. Their silhouettes move slowly against the horizon, creating scenes that feel timeless and wild. Predators stalk these plains as well. Lions, leopards, cheetahs, each adapted to the harsh, open environment. The Galana River cuts through Tsavo East like a lifeline, its banks attracting buffalo, giraffes, and countless bird species. Meanwhile, Tsavo West reveals a different personality: rugged hills, lava flows, and the mysterious Shetani fields, dark volcanic formations that stretch like frozen waves across the land. Beneath the surface, Mzima Springs creates an oasis where crystal-clear waters bubble from underground lava tubes, supporting hippos, crocodiles, and fish in a rare desert-like ecosystem. Tsavo's history is as dramatic as its landscapes. It was here in 1898 that two mannerless lions halted railway construction for months, leaving behind a legend still spoken of today. Raw, powerful, and immense, Tsavo Park captures the spirit of a Kenya where nature continues to write its own story. Abu Simbel, Egypt. On the remote cliffs of southern Egypt, Abu Simbel rises from the desert like a monument carved for eternity. Four colossal statues of Pharaoh Ramesses II sit at the entrance, each over 20 meters tall, their faces stern and unshaken as they gaze across the shifting sands. For more than 3,000 years, these giants have guarded the gateway to ancient Nubia. The temple was carved directly into the mountain, its interior stretching 61 meters into solid rock. Every wall is covered with scenes of military triumphs, rituals, and symbolic offerings, a visual record of a ruler determined to immortalize his power. But its most astonishing feature is its alignment with the sun. Twice a year, on February 22nd and October 22nd, the first rays of sunrise penetrate the temple's dark passageway, illuminating 3 of the 4 statues seated in the sanctuary. Only Ptah, associated with the underworld, remains in shadow. This moment transforms the temple into a cosmic calendar, blending astronomy, architecture, and divine symbolism in ways still admired today. In the 1960s, as rising waters from the Aswan High Dam threatened to submerge it, Abu Simbel was cut into massive blocks and relocated piece by piece, a global engineering effort unlike any attempted before. Majestic, mysterious, and monumental, Abu Simbel stands as a testament to human ambition and the enduring legacy of ancient Egypt. Cape Verde. Off the northwest coast of Africa, Cape Verde rises from the Atlantic as a chain of 10 islands shaped by volcanoes, ocean winds, and centuries of cultural fusion. Known as the Brazil of Africa, the archipelago blends African rhythms, Portuguese heritage, and a vibrant island spirit that feels both familiar and entirely unique. Each island offers a different world. Sal and Boa Vista shimmer with golden beaches, turquoise waters, and endless horizons, a paradise for swimmers, divers, and windsurfers. In contrast, São Vicente pulses with music and nightlife, especially in Mindelo, the cultural heart of Cape Verde, where the soul-stirring Morna melodies drift through evening air. Santo Antão presents a dramatic shift, a mountainous island carved by deep valleys, terraced fields, and cloud-wrapped peaks. Hikers cross volcanic ridges and lush ravines, discovering rural villages where traditions remain unchanged for generations. Further south, Fogo Island commands attention with its active volcano rising sharply from the ocean. Villagers farm coffee and grapes on the black volcanic slopes, creating landscapes unlike anywhere else in the Atlantic. Cape Verde's yearly highlight arrives in February, when Carnival transforms the islands into a festival of color, dance and music, an event rivaling those of Brazil itself. Milder winter temperatures and refreshing ocean breezes make this season an ideal time to visit. Breathtaking, musical and full of contrast, Cape Verde is a world where nature and culture blend into an unforgettable island experience. From the deserts of the Sahara to the rainforests of Uganda, from Egypt's timeless monuments to the volcanic islands scattered across the blue Atlantic. Africa reveals a world shaped by nature's power and humanity's oldest stories. Every peak, every coastline, every savanna carries a rhythm that is uniquely its own, reminding us how vast, diverse and astonishing this continent truly is. As our journey comes to an end, one truth remains clear. Africa is not a single destination. It is a mosaic of cultures, landscapes, and histories waiting to be explored. Whether it's the roar of Victoria Falls, the silence of the Namib dunes, or the gentle footsteps of gorillas in misty mountains, each place leaves an imprint that lasts long after the journey ends. Thank you for traveling with us today. If this experience inspired you, please like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to support the channel. Your one click is free, but it helps us continue creating meaningful journeys across the world.